Today is January 9th, 2026. It is 4:36 a.m. This is video number 3. So let's continue. Let's go on X. It's so funny how spectacular this little experiment backfired. Instead of exposing As Ever as an underperforming brand, one of Meghan Sussex's biggest trolls haters has proven how successful it actually is. Now Miss Royal News is scrambling to explain its way. LOL, pathetic. Okay. They're making reference to a Deranger who decided to record of her going on As Ever website to order, I don't know how many amount of product she put on her cart to say that it's worth millions. I shared it in one of the video. I didn't understand the video. And I was like, so what? If I don't even know what to say because I didn't understand the video at all. It actually made me say, okay, Meghan is making her money. Business is about making money. Some organization, the true organizations that create for whatever specific reason they created it, sometimes a good portion of them are there to helping people. Yes, they need money to function, but many organizations are there to help people. But this aspect of Meghan, it's not Archewell. It is her business. It's making money. I was like, okay, so what's the problem? I don't know. You could go to that video. I think I remember the thumbnails. You could go check it and you could see or hear what I've said about it. And I didn't understand it. So now it backfired. Other people are talking about it. So there's the Deranger here. Purchasing 1 million jar for potential product is not the same as actually selling 1 million jar. That's the rolling eye. And again, when you have a holiday collection that still has 137,000 in stock, it was a flop. How do you know? She also technically still has upward of nearly 600,000 of jars still for sale. I believe I said there's a lot of what's the word? Not variety. When you don't know certain things, variable, that's the word. Many variables we do not know as a person outside of the business. We don't know how many products she has in stock. We don't know how much she sold. We don't know. There's so many numbers we do not know. So how did she come with all of these numbers? Unless if Meghan went somewhere and said those numbers specifically. She could still talk about it and, throw a ballpark figure. Similar to that Deranger who's throwing ballpark figures. But the specific exact numbers, we do not know. At least I don't know. If Meghan went to a different platform, I'm not on all platform, and talk about those exact numbers, I didn't see it. Okay? So let's continue. She also technically still has upward of nearly 600,000 of jars still for sale. When you calculate the stock of the two trios and the orange marmalade, the more Meghan Markle tries to cope with the embarrassment, the worse it gets. I don't know. Insider claim Meghan Markle has sold almost 1 million jar of gem after slot of unearthed Duchess leftover stock inventory. There's that. So did Brittany talk about where Kate's Carol concert landed on the TV rating. Yeah, I think in that same video, I might have shown Squaddy talk about it. Or it could be a different video. When people of ill will propose, the Heavenly Almighty Father disposes. As ever, there's all those hashtags. Well, Meghan Sussex shine is too bright for the Rangers to them. They've been at it for nearly 10 years. Meghan left almost 6 years ago. They can't quit her. Okay, wow. How sad for her. There's just something poetic about having her name and account cited, a direct source, and all these positive as ever articles by the same British press she's trying to be like. Phenomenal stuff, really. All right, that's an ad. Let's go to the next tweet. Where was I? I lost where I was. Derangers 40. Oh, that was the first tweet. Okay, next one. God is good. We still need to pray for her safety, her family, and anything that she touches. I'm talking about the Sussexes to do well. Next one. They're admitting that Harry and Meghan have transcended the monarchy. This is truth. This is panic. Quote, 6 years later, that chapter looked markedly different. Rather than royal engagement, the couple are focused on advocacy, particularly online safety for children and young people. Go on PYTE. There's a video that I show or share that Gayle King talking about children's safety. Harry and Meghan were the two guesses. And that. All right, Harry and Meghan's 2026 return comes with unexpected guest appearance. Harry and Meghan make history in 2020 with their surprise royal exit announcement. So the date of this article was today, January 9th, 2026. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle marked their first public appearance of 2026 with a surprise cameo from their dog, Pola. Yeah, I saw when the dog came in from the back. They talk about him. All right, the couple joined Gayle King on the Oprah Daily Show to discuss the impact of smartphone on children's well-being. Okay, so that's something else. Appearing via video link from their Montecito home, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex spoke with authors Jonathan Haidt and Catherine Price about the hidden pressures of phone-based childhood asking thoughtful questions. During a lighthearted moment, Gayle noted she could spot Paula in the background, prompting Harry to laugh. She's been sitting next to us chewing a stick. The dog wants to be around them. Let's pick up from here. All this is from the previous. The timing of the appearance carry extra weight. On this day in 2020, Harry and Meghan stunned the world by announcing they will step back as senior working royals, pledging financial independence while continuing to support Queen Elizabeth II, the Commonwealth, and their patronages. Their carefully worded statement, which named check on Queen, the Prince of Wales, and the Duke of Cambridge, marked their careful. Oh my God, this repeating. Palace. 6 years later, chapter look. Cambridge marked the beginning of the new chapter, far from palace life. 6 years later, that chapter looks markedly different. Rather than royal engagement, the couple are focused on advocacy, particularly online safety for children and young people. In 2024, they launched the Parents Network, a free support initiative for families affected by social media harms, and Harry has repeatedly spoken out about the mental health impact of smartphones on young generation. The Sussexes have also weighed in on global policy debates, most recently reacting to Australia's social media ban for under 16s, praising it as bold, decisive action while warning it could only act as a temporary solution. Okay, this is where the competing courts fall apart. They are both committed to different paths. Both can coexist to the benefit of the monarchy. Let's see, there's 2 comments under it. Come on. The Wales are working for the benefit of the monarchy. The Sussexes are working for the benefit of society, world. Only William is competing. Harry and Meghan are living their lives in sunshine and love. That is true. Both of these comments I sort of agree. Let's go to the next one. This is JTB. When was this posted? Let's pause. The 8th, yesterday. They lie about demand, they lie about inventory, then the numbers drop. Nearly 1 million units sold, around $36 million generated. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is marketable and in demand. The Meghan effect stays real. Okay. Wherever they got those numbers, I didn't see it. I'm glad I put my disclaimer when I was saying it. So let me listen to JTB. So I might be enlightened by some information he might share.
Let's talk about receipts, numbers, and why certain corners of the internet are suddenly very quiet. Because Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, just did that.
Okay.
Meghan's lifestyle brand, As Ever, appears to have sold close to 1 million units of her fruit spreads. Just her fruit spreads alone. And let me tell you, from personal experience, these fruit spreads are top-notch.
If you are on TikTok, go on his page, or I think he's on, I'm saying Yahoo, on YouTube. Go back to some of his videos not too long ago. He went to Montecito. He did a video. He showed us. He went in, and when he came back, he went into the store and purchase stuff and things like that. And then when he went back home, I think he's in New York or something, and he was showing us. That's a different video of him tasting it and things like that. Okay, so a review of that, and he showed us when he went and took pictures in front and things like that. Let's continue. Let me move it back slightly.
Fruit spreads are top notch. So the actual inventory numbers were briefly visible on the website. It showed what was left in stock, and the math did the rest. Nearly 900,000 boxes sold. An estimate of 27 million pounds, which is about $36 million, generated from fruit spreads and companion products. Fruit spreads, candles, honey, wine, all moving, all in demand. And let's address the noise that came before this. The claims about missing candle wicks, the stories about destroyed boxes and shipping, the whispers about returns and failures. That narrative circulated loudly, but the numbers shut it down completely. This is market demand in black and white. Economics 101, supply and demand. This is scalability. This is a brand that sold out in hours, expanded production, and required million-unit purchase orders within months of its launch. This part is for the derangers, the monarchists, the haters who've been waiting for years to see Meghan fail. You waited, you speculated, you predicted collapse. What showed up instead was a business pulling in tens of millions of...
I love this image. I'm sorry I stopped here. I love this image because it was when Meghan was at the Paris Fashion Week. And this photographer, there's a video of it. It's somewhere on Pt1. I go back to some of those old videos. And that photographer was calling, Meghan, turn around, that, whatever he was doing. This is like a few seconds. Meghan turned around looking at the photographer, and he caught that.
Meghan, one look here, Meghan.
Strike a pose.
Yes! Thank you, Meghan.
It's so beautiful. The video's almost done. Let me move it back. I'm sorry I had to say that. If I wait until the video's done, I may not remember it. All right, let's continue. And I move it back.
What showed up instead was a business pulling in tens of millions of dollars and proving something very simple. Meghan is marketable. Meghan is in demand. The Meghan effect is real. And that's the read. This is the notorious JTB, notoriously opinionated, signing out.
Okay. I'm glad he stopped putting the music Notorious at the end, because it's a problem for me, because that music is copyrighted. And if I'm sharing his videos, at least the audio aspect, because I'll be putting screenshot, I'll have an issue to sort of mess up the sound so YouTube don't flag me. And then it become a problem for you when you're listening to it, because his voice is not clear enough. So I'm glad he removed that. Two things. One, when the Derangers were talking about some numbers that were put out public, I didn't see it. So there he is here in this video. He's saying it was put out and then quickly removed or something like that. I didn't see that. Okay, I'm not online 24/7. So I didn't see that. So I will go with his words. The second thing is, what was the second thing? It was two things. That and Meghan is making her money. Okay, if I remember, I'll come back to it. Let's read some of the comment. They even yanked the wicks out of the candles to blackball As Ever Meghan products, but they forgot to close the wick hole at the top of the candle for the first fake and at the bottom of the second. Pathetic. Bloody hellish wonder. Fantastic. Wow. I'm screaming with joy for Harry and Meghan. Meghan Sussex is that girl, woman, lady, Duchess. Yes, that's Princess Henry. Congratulations. There's all of those hashtags. It's going to be $1 billion business. You have to check out another Deranger that got a wickless candle. What other ads? The other thing as well. This is the part that I forgot. Mark Cuban. Okay, we have to give him his prop, his flower for this, because from the beginning, he did see the potential of Harry and Meghan, because he did say he he will do business with them, anything. He will work with them, around him, or whatever, as long he got the chance to work with them, because he saw the full potential.
Harry and Meghan are incredibly marketable. I'd call them the new young Obamas. They're going to make an ungodly amount of money, and you know what? They literally could become billionaires over the next 20 years. If either of them came on Shark Tank, I wouldn't even wait for them to pitch. I'd be like, I'm in, whatever you want, yes, because they are so marketable. It'll be so easy to develop products and projects for them, with them, and around them. It'd be, yes. Yes. Can you hook it up?
All right. So that's that. There's probably more comments. Let's move on. That's what I forgot to say, but thank God I remember. This is another video, JTB, and it's talking about now the interview about the Parents Network. Okay, go on PYTE. I cover it. Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, are still doing the work. Online safety, mental health, protecting kids from cyberbullying, real advocacy with real impact, not just talk. All right, 2 minutes and 13 seconds.
Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, appeared on Oprah's network Oprah Daily today to speak on an issue they've been working on for years. And it deserves attention for the substance, and not the noise that always follows their names. Their participation in an Oprah-affiliated platform focused on online safety, mental health, and the impact of digital spaces on children and their families. This appearance centered on advocacy, education, and real-world consequences of online harm.
Over the years, we've worked with you on how the digital space is deeply affecting our collective and mental, emotional, and physical health. And obviously, a huge congratulations to you and the outcome of your research, which has created a parent-led movement, which is astonishing and much needed.
And that we're proud to be a part of.
Yeah, hugely.
Yes.
And the insights have been incredibly valuable over the years for our work with parents who've lost their children to online harms.
Yes.
And working towards solutions to keep all children.
Meghan and Harry have consistently used their public platform to address how cyberbullying affects young people and how parents are often left navigating serious situations without guidance or support. This conversation reinforces that concern and brought visibility to families living with those realities every day. Through the Archewell Foundation, they've supported initiatives that connect parents, provide resources, and create community for people dealing with online abuse and the aftermath. These programs are built around listening, support, and action. Using a platform connected to Oprah Winfrey allows these conversations to reach audiences who may not otherwise hear from parents, caregivers, and experts working on digital safety. That reach translates to awareness, engagement, and tangible support for families. This moment matters because it reflects continuity. They speak about an issue, they build programs around it, and they keep showing up to amplify the people most affected. And that's the read. This is the notorious JTB, notoriously opinionated, signing out.
All right, so that's that. There's the clap, or I so love your new sign out statement. That's the clap. Online safety should become a high priority for adults in 2026. It's essential to protect children, but also vital that we protect ourselves. Blocking trolls like Taz, Levine, Morgan, etc. is a great start. We can force them into a space where only haters dwell. There's the thank you here. As usual, thanks for the updates with Meghan and Harry and their initiatives, plus your assistance and adding to my growing blacklist. Keep up the good work. Meghan is the please. She's minding her business. How could she be the bully? Okay. Anything, Meghan. All right, so this is what I would. You are your worst enemy. You are bullying yourself. Meghan is minding her business and dealing with people who are into things she's interested in. You are following every platform, every post about her, and you're telling the world that Meghan is the one. Perhaps you should block anything, Meghan. Let me look for a GIF. There's this one. You are your worst enemy. So that's perfect. So that's that. And let me block it. Come on. And let me block it. Unbelievable. This is what some of the comments were saying. They need something for adults. I don't know. These people, I never seen anything like this. I don't understand. They know something is not good for them. They're still going at it. You know a fire burn. You do not touch the fire. But yet these people, they don't like something. They keep on going after it and then they complaining. I don't understand this. This logic does not make sense to me at all with these people. Next tweet. The people who wanted Meghan Sussex to fail are running out of excuses. They keep waiting for Meghan Sussex to fail like it's a career milestone. She keeps winning like somebody who already graduated from the noise. This isn't loud success. This isn't viral chaos. This is grown woman success, supply chain, distribution, global rollout, infrastructure, the kind of winning you don't scream about, you just build. I don't know if anybody's taking this into consideration as well. The US self-sabotaging itself, and a lot of major businesses are going out of business. And when you look at, let's look it up. Let's put the year. Oh, let me read the thing here. All right. How many major US businesses are going out of business in 2026? I had to put the year because I didn't want the question to be mixed with other things. The answer is yes. Yes, many major US businesses, especially in retail, okay, or some manufacturing tech sectors, are closing stores or conducting layoffs in 2026 due to shifting consumer habit, economic pressure, and strategic restructuring. Through it's more of a continuing trend and consolidation rather than sudden going out of business wave of the entire sector. All right, you could read all of that. So the answer is yes. The other thing is, many US businesses have problem with or going out of business because of tariff. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna keep that same question. Let's put tariff here. Due to tariff. Oh, one R. Let's see if the answer is yes. Let's see here. So it's not straightforward. So this is what I would hear. Many major US businesses are going out of business in 2026 due to tariff. While tariffs are a significant challenge and contribution factor to financial stress, the general consensus among economic and business leaders is that a widespread collapse of many major US businesses in 2026 due solely to tariff is not the primary forecast. Okay, so it's saying it's not the primary forecast. So let's see here. Let me pause and ask another question. So this is the other question that I asked. Is tariff part of USA collapse of businesses? The answer is yes. Tariffs are considered a contribution factor to the collapse and financial strain of some US businesses, particularly small importers and those relying on global supply chain. All right, so the other one didn't really say yes or no. I was looking for a yes or no. So I got the question that gives me the yes or no answer. Tariff is part of that problem that's going on with many of the US businesses. Now, why did I bring all of this here? When we look at Meghan's success in business, and she's only selling in the US. She's only selling in the US, and so many other people outside of the US are finding ways of getting her product bypassing the tariff debacle. So which means all of her things, I will assume, okay, let's put that asterisk. I don't know how she run her business. This is my opinion. I would assume all of her supplies are within the US. Her fruits, the jars, the labeling, the papers, all of this are within the US. So which means she's not relying on outside other countries to provide her with some of the products, let's say the jar or the paper, the labeling, the ink, and all of this. Okay, I say ink because the printing, you need ink. All right, so she bypassed all of these and to still make a success. I don't know if anybody thought of that. Okay, let's continue. I don't know if I make my point, but you could ask yourself more questions. All right, while Trust refresh timelines, praying for a flap, she's signing orders. While royal reporters draft think pieces about concerns, she's drafting contracts. And let's be honest, these critics don't actually care about products, profits, or business strategy. If they did, they'd be covering this like the brand story it is, but that will require them to admit something they choke on every time. And the other thing as well, I don't have the background to do this, but anybody who have the background into business, there's people who go to school for business itself. I think I should do that myself. They could do a study about it. Like the question that I just brought up, where she bypassed the tariff aspect and she's only selling within the US. And I would assume, like I said a few minutes ago, all of her products, all of the things that she needs to create her products are probably created within the country, where she doesn't have to rely or pay extra for products coming out of other countries. So there should be a study about this to make it more things for people to learn from. But instead, the derangers, they're not here to educate, uplift, and make your brain work. They rather want to pull you down, make you feel bad about yourself. Where there's people who probably will need, I'm not saying everybody's dumb or anything like that, but sometimes there are people who's having a hard time to bypass something, whatever it may be. And then someone just could easily say one minor thing and plug it with the issues that the person is dealing with. And then all of a sudden it clicked. Okay, these are the type of things we need in our society to make things click, work for us, and understand. And that will make you elevate yourself and probably remove the barrier that you were facing so you could move forward and flourish much better. But when you listen to the derangers, they're not providing any information to enlighten you. So if I had the knowledge into the business and know the terms and do the studies, this is something somebody could do and make money off of it by studying what Meghan did. And then sell it to people, okay? Whoever's into that could do. I'm giving you ideas. Okay, so let's continue. Meghan Sussex isn't struggling. She isn't scrambling. She isn't surviving. She's thriving. Quietly, strategically, and without their approval. That's why the commentary sounds so bitter. That's why the coverage always feels like it's written through a clenched teeth. Because nothing messes with insecure people more than watching someone they try to bury turn into something they now have to study. So there's the thing here. These royal reporters swear they are analysts, but at this point, they're just hall monitors guarding a school nobody attends anymore. Whole career built on hoping she crashes, and she out here building a brand. They wanted a flap. They got a rollout. They wanted chaos. They got a business plan. They wanted a scandal. They got an infrastructure. Now the hate comes dressed up as concern, question, and let's be realistic. Same jealousy, same obsession, just better grammar. Now, let me try to frame it in a way where I don't confuse myself. If someone is telling you that they're concerned about Meghan's business while your own two freaking eyes can see she's doing well. So you have to put one and one together. You see one is thriving, doing well, and then you have another one who's concerned. What does that tell you? There's jealousy, there's envy, there's regret, there's all sort of negativity that they wish that they could have, but they cannot have it because Meghan is doing it without their help. Okay? So I agree with that. Meghan Sussex didn't beat her critics. She outgrew them. And that hurts worse than any headlines ever could. I think once Meghan understood how these people were playing, and she was like, you know what? F this. She knows how to deal with them, and she was like, let me go back to my basic and do the things that I enjoy. All right, and that's something Harry said. I don't think he said it exactly how I'm about to say, but I think it was during the Santa Bali thing. I felt like there's a part where he said, if you know what he sees, you will understand. Something like that.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right.
But the moment that I heard that, Harry was like, I know what I got, which is Meghan. I know what she's capable of doing. So F all of you who always putting people down. All right. The naysayers are already here with the negative energy. They wanted a flap, they got a rollout. They wanted a chaos, they got a business plan. They wanted a scandal, they got an infrastructure. Yeah, that was good. Perfectly stated. I realized a while ago I don't even feel a need to correct fake narrative anymore, especially when random people not part of the usual support brigade correct the lies and dismiss the liars, steadily trying to destroy a woman just minding her business. Okay, like one of the comment I just did, I think it's in this video, and then I block it. I was like, you are your worst enemy. You know you don't like the woman, but you come in here and saying all this BS. All right, teach master, listen to your student first. Okay, that's an ad. Love this. Plaster this everywhere, even on the billboard. Great post, Quen. Well said, beautifully said. There's all those clap. Meghan Sussex didn't beat her critics. She outgrew them. Best sentence ever. Exactly. Hammer, nail, head. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. Oh my God, I'm already 30 minutes. All right, let's squeeze some more. When I'm editing, I could cut them. I wanted to do just two. All right. Oh my God, this is the squad. Nelly. Thanks, Derangers. Laughing my ass off. All right, so this is the headline that they were trying to put her down, but hey, Meghan's thriving. Listen to this. As ever, raspberry spread on its way to deliver £27 million to Duchess Meghan. Alright, so there's that. There's me with the loving eye. Derangers, there's that. Okay, this is Derangers' best work yet. I love it. Alright, Meghan sells more than 1 million jars of 30-pound gems. The signature food spread gift, okay, I can't see it, it's too small. The signature food spread gift box is priced at $42, 31 pounds. Suggested sale worth around 26.7 million pounds. Oh, it probably still selling, because I think she learning from her past sold out kind of thing. When she's gonna sell things, she make a lot. All right, now can the ground, can the God, the earth create as much of those foods for her to be making her signature, her marmalade and her spread and all of that? So it's up to God to create these things. All right. There are Duchess Meghan's unpaid research and marketing team. Look at the millions of ad dollars she's saving to plow back into her business. UK media deserve free as ever products for their stellar marketing result. That's the laugh here. You're absolutely right about the daft Derangers being Duchess Meghan's unpaid research and marketing team. The funny thing is they don't know that they are doing it. The press is in a quandary. That's the laugh here. They never expected that level of success. They really underestimated her level of success. Meg was quietly making double-digit millions in 2025. The biggest self-owned, and it's only January. I mean, we knew, but we didn't know. Laughing my ass off. That part. 27 million of gem alone. How about them wine? Chocolate jars, candles, etc. There's that. Please don't give the press enough reason to cry. They have spent the last 10 years trying to convince everyone Meghan is a failure. The press is so vindictive, they came up with the weirdest word, hate watching and hate buying. Who hate watch your show? Alright, so there's all of that. Alright, so there's another TikTok here video. And then I have 4 more tweets that have nothing to do with Harry and Meghan. I'm probably gonna make them a video by itself. People didn't buy H Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex products, because she is royal. They bought it because it felt intentional.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.
You are all in this together. And if I may speak personally, we are all in this together. Because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better